Hey everyone, good night. Well, what I should say, good afternoon, or yeah, good night. I guess that's what you can say. But I just wanted to come on and talk to everybody. And then, okay, we got one person. They just wanted to leave. Hope y'all's having a great weekend. I was gonna come on. I know it hasn't been. It's been since Thursday since I posted a live. But trying to do something. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Wait 1 second. Pop up. Your connection was interrupted. What? Whatever. I'll finish doing that. Okay. Okay. So y'all can see.
I would like to thank my co-host. So So I'm in my room last night, and I found out that I was nominated. A knock at my door. I found out that I was nominated for a daytime Emmy for Best Talk Show. Shall I win? I do have my acceptance speech ready. And it would start with, I would like to thank my co-host from Far and Wide. Anyway, thank you. Not co-host, but the Academy. Anyway, shout out to Jessica Simpson. I like her. She and her husband, they finally had the baby. The baby girl's name is Birdie Mae. They had their Birdie Mae yesterday. And Birdie Mae was 10 pounds and 13 ounces. It's their third child. She's been pregnant ever since we've known her, right? She carries large. She loses it slowly and naturally. She's so likable, and that thing about the 10-pound baby, because she's a small woman. She photographs tall, but she's really small. I think that women get that. It's like an old wives' tale. The bigger you are, the bigger the baby, which is not true. Sometimes the bigger you are, the smaller the baby. You know that if you've had kids. Anyway, so they have the 6-year-old daughter, Maxwell, who was holding Birdie Mae's hand there. And then their and then their 5-year-old son, Ace. All good names, I think. Birdie Mae, Maxwell, and Ace. Nice names. Good family. Yeah. As if they don't have enough money, Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez are working together on a project. I think this is a good idea, actually. This is an advertisement. They just announced a new partnership with Quay Sunglasses. Quay. Look, I don't know what Quay means, but I like that they didn't put their actual names on it. That'll fool you. You think you're buying something different. They've created a line for men and a line for women. The glasses cost around $60. Yeah. They're available in Australia so far and here in the US. So, she's made it a habit of working with most of her exes, and the relationships haven't lasted, but at least it makes it easier to split that divorce money. You know what I mean? The more money, the more you split. Anyway, I think it's a great idea that she likes to partner with her exes or with her men. She might as well maximize the time while being together. She and Alex, I think, will be together forever, so they're setting everything up now. And I think it's great. The thing about Alex is that Alex can't just be the pitch person for everything, though, Like, I like him on Shark Tank. He could be a regular judge on that, as far as I've told you this. He's very smart. He knows his baseball up and down. I think he should be a major commentator someplace for baseball. Yeah. He already has a company where he does stuff, like he's got real estate and all kind of, stuff. And his company's called A-Rod Corporation. I say that he changes that because corporation is so pedestrian.
Yeah.
How about A-Rod Enterprises? Yeah. I don't want to see him selling me men's clothing. I feel like he's better off, like, okay, the starter kits for the kids. Your kid likes baseball, buy the Alex Rodriguez set for gifts. Like, stay in your lane, do what you do. And sport and everything related to sports, whether it's excuse me. Whether it's socks, for the sports, Under Armour stuff, stuff like that. I don't know about how you feel about what he's wearing right here. Like, this is not good for me with my man. I'd be like, can you please change? What are you wearing? A little tight, but he's good at clothes out. They'll be good at that too. I like. He wants a judge to let him leave the country. I say fine. I think this is terrific. So last month, Robert apparently, he surrendered his passport and he pled not guilty to 10 counts of sexual abuse. But now he's begging a judge, because right now all he's doing is sitting in his mansion trying to figure out what he's going to do next. And the judge he's begging him to let him go to Dubai in April to perform 3 to 5 shows that he's already scheduled. Well, no, I think this is a great idea, because I don't think that Robert should see one dime of this money. The money needs to go directly to a list of people that he owes. Remember, this is a man that was allegedly worth $150 million not too long ago, and now he's only worth $100,000. And it might be less than that, considering when you owe people, that means you have no money. So it's less than that. I do think he has the right to make money, only because his kids have the right to a bright future, and in the pecking order of who should get the money, the kids should get the money first. Then his creditors, like American Express and whoever he owes. Then the mortgage people, The last one who should get the money, but she does need money, is his ex-wife, Andrea. She should get the money, but she should get it last, only because she's grown and the wife always knows something. Andrea. Just saying. And then I don't think that this will be a lot of money. He should also have to pay his monitors, the people who are monitoring him while he travels. And it shouldn't be a bunch of people. Like, the judge here in the US, the FBI, and ISIS should appoint 3 people that they pick. It shouldn't be ICE.
Yeah, ICE and ISIS. ICE and ISIS are 2 different things.
Well, ISIS is almighty ISIS. Justin Bieber.
Like old Justin Bieber?
Old Justin Bieber.
Like, baby, baby, baby.
Welcome to the Tonight Show. You're here, you made it. Thank you for watching. Guys, it is that time of year again. Tomorrow is SantaCon. That's right. Here in New York City, thousands of people will dress up as Santa and pack the streets for an all-day bar crawl. Yep. Things kick off in Midtown at 10 a.m. and then end asleep on a sidewalk spooning a trash bag at 2 p.m. You're gonna want to wake the kids for that one. That's right. Thousands of Midtown will be dressed in red suits and begin drinking at 10 a.m. Right now, Times Square Elmo is like, oh, sure, but what I do it. Some political news. Tonight, President Biden was in L.A. for a campaign fundraiser with Steven Spielberg. Yeah, Biden knows Spielberg's work well. Anytime his staff brings his poll numbers, he hears the theme from Jaws. Of course, because it's Hollywood, Biden won't admit his approval rating is shrinking. He just says it's on Ozempic. Speaking of Biden, earlier today he announced the largest investment in passenger rail transportation since the creation of Amtrak. The largest investment since the creation of Amtrak, which is big for Biden because he was there for the creation of the wheel. Well, yeah, Biden just announced a massive new rail investment, and we actually got our hands on the message Biden recorded that they're playing on every train in the country starting today. Yeah, check this out.
Oh, this is President Biden. Thank you for Nova Station. I love trains, man. I like really long, slow cars, and you like pretzels, and don't forget that, Jack. I remember back in Dover, I was driving the train with my pal Corn Pop. I always had a pocket full of salamanders. Come on now, you can't make this stuff up. Enjoy this plane ride. Should have landed shortly.
Very interesting. That's fantastic. Come on. Come on, pocket full of salamanders. Yeah, pocket full of salamanders. That's right. Well, people were talking about this last night. Hunter Biden was indicted on 9 tax charges. Yeah, in the 56-page indictment, he's accused of dodging federal taxes, making false payments on Venmo, and fraud. Well, when asked how he feels about Hunter not paying his taxes, President Biden said, it is very disappointing. While former President Trump said, OMG, it me. Next, when asked how he feels about Hunter Venmoing $1,500 to an exotic dancer, President Biden said, it's irresponsible. While Trump said, pro tip, if you send the Venmo to charity, they don't realize it's a stripper's name. And finally, when asked if he considered pardoning Hunter, President Biden said, no. Trump said, pardon him, I'll adopt his ass. Wow. Some news from overseas. I saw that Vladimir Putin announced that he's running for president of Russia again. I don't want to say their elections are phony, but on their I voted stickers, the word voted is in quotes. Some business news. Krispy Kreme just opened their first French location in Paris. Finally, a place to get decent pastry in Paris. You guys see this? Pantone just announced their 2024 color of the year is peach fuzz. Yeah. Can we see a picture of peach fuzz? Hey, that's what I say. Come on. Hey, what? Well, this is wild. Authorities at an airport in Thailand caught a man smuggling 2 otters and a prairie dog in his pants. Not much you can really do after that other than yell, ta-da. I mean, really. Well, get this. I read about a couple in Florida who got married while going through a car wash. Good thing about getting married in a car wash is that the 10th one's free. Finally, guys, we have exactly 11 shows left before we go on Christmas break, which means it's time for that beloved Tonight Show tradition. It's time for 12 days of Christmas sweater. 12 days of Christmas sweater. be giving one lucky audience member a bodacious Christmas sweater from the Countdown to Christmas cabinet, since there are 11 shows left.
Okay. Let me see.
Yep.
Enter your gray hair era with Suave Hair Care, salon quality shampoos and conditioners in.
We're going to turn now to the passing of a legendary actor, Oscar nominee Ryan O'Neal, one of Hollywood's leading men for decades, appearing in films like Love Story, Paper Moon, and What's Up, Doc. ABC's Chris Connolly is here in our studio to take a look at his life and legacy. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you, Gio. Yes, a handsome heartthrob on this 1960s television, a leading man in films of the 70s and 80s. Ryan O'Neal knew great success as an actor, even as his often turbulent personal life attracted public attention of a different kind.
Taxi lady?
Ryan O'Neal left to fame on the ABC drama Peyton Place, alongside Mia Farrow.
I was a little shook up last night, Alice. I wouldn't blame you if you just said forget.
It opened the door to the movies. There, the former boxer's rugged good looks and charisma earned immediate attention. For many, his on-screen pinnacle would come in 1970, with his starring role in Love Story, opposite Ally McGraw.
I give him my hand. I give him my love, more precious than money.
He'd star in director Peter Bogdanovich's screwball comedy What's Up, Doc, opposite Barbra Streisand.
Oh, God, I've forgotten the point.
In 1973's Paper Moon, when he'd star with his daughter, Tatum O'Neal. She'd be an absolute sensation as drifter in training Addie Prey.
She wrote Happy Birthday Addie on the end of it. You just go look and sing.
At 10 years of age, Tatum would be nominated for a Best Supporting Actress Oscar. And
All I really want to thank is my director, Peter Bogdanovich, and my father. Thank you.
2001: A Space Odyssey's director Stanley Kubrick would cast O'Neal in the glowing by candlelight Barry Lyndon with Marissa Berenson.
Sir, let those laugh that win.
By then, O'Neal's own intimate life and misadventures had made him a tabloid fixture. His rages and emotional volatility would color several of his well-chronicled relationships. In her memoir, Angelica Houston would describe O'Neal grabbing her hair and hitting her in the forehead. With some of his children, there would be conflicts and periods of estrangement. But overnight, his son Patrick O'Neal recalling the father he loved.
I just wanted to share what a special man my dad is. And I think sometimes that is lost when they hear things about Ryan O'Neal. He was the greatest father that I could have ever asked for. I just love the man so much. I really do.
Character had done on screen in Love Story. He'd be by his loved one's side as Farrah faced the ravages of cancer.
I'm very happy going to her house every day if she's awake or not, or tending to her, and that's my life. I'm not interested in anything but seeing to her comfort.
Her saga and theirs, chronicled by Barbara Walters in a 2009 ABC News special.
She was everybody's love, wasn't she?
In the same hospital room where she passed away 14 years ago, Ryan O'Neal died Friday at the age of 82.
Dang, I didn't know he was that old.
Quitting weed isn't as painful as dropping alcohol or opiates, but marijuana withdrawal can still be a difficult process. Here's what happens to your body and mind when you decide to put away the bong for good. After Colorado and Washington blazed the trail by legalizing recreational marijuana in 2012, it was only a matter of time before other states started to join in the fun. As of 2023, recreational use is legal in 24 states and DC, with even more states offering options for medical patients. Of course, it's still illegal at the federal level. In 2022, 22% of Americans 12 and older reported having used marijuana, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, making it the most commonly used illicit drug in the nation. Of course, not everyone who smokes or otherwise ingests marijuana products keeps doing it forever. If you stop smoking marijuana after you have been using it for a long time, You can expect to feel some mild, uncomfortable withdrawal symptoms, but they aren't life-threatening or even temporarily debilitating, the way quitting other substances can be. Some symptoms of marijuana withdrawal include restlessness, weight loss due to decreased appetite, headaches, and even mental health effects like irritability, depression, and anxiety. Insomnia and weird dreams may also come into play, but
Anyway, I don't know what's going on with that internet, guys. It acts so slow sometimes. Oh, now you want to start that account. Okay, so I want to get into what I want to talk about with you guys, which in this slide it says AJ's live weekend hot topics plus I believe I said and updates on my book. Okay, here is my book right here, guys. I hope y'all can focus. But yeah, here's the book. My Sister's Keeper with Miss Viola Brown. Now, I'm not going to read it because, like I said, y'all can go watch past videos that I read the whole thing. But, what y'all, I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know what's in this book. But I'm not going to say what's in it. I'm just going to let somebody, whoever wants, any of my, members or subscribers or any of my 9,200 YouTube viewers that wants to buy this book, because I only have one copy, like I said, so I have to make copies. But if you want the first copy, just let me know, and you can either hear out my emails in my YouTube channel, but I'll put it down here for you guys. Email AJ Fort 26459 at gmail.com, and my Instagram is AJ the Gamer 06. Okay. Here we go.
Justin's not one of those like cookie cutter pop artists. And they're like, this is my new single, and here's my makeup line.
President Trump has been very tough on immigrants, but it hasn't all been deportations. He's also detaining some foreigners against their will. For instance, Melania. Now, I'm not sure that the First Lady is happy in Washington, D.C. Just look at this recent tweet from her communications director. The holidays are upon us. Right now, FLOTUS is seeing to every last detail here at the White House. That's great. Let's take a look at the photo of the festive holiday decorations she tweeted along with it. God!
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Tonight Show. You're here. You made it. And you're watching. Guys, it is the holiday season, and today it even started snowing here in New York. It was just a few flakes, but LaGuardia shut down immediately. Well, here's some fun local news. You guys aren't going to believe this. A guy in Brooklyn just won $10 million from a scratch-off ticket for the second year in a row. Yeah, he's loving life today. He marched into his old job like, I quit again. Well, guys, everyone is talking about this. Last night in Alabama, 4 candidates took the stage for another Republican presidential debate. And the big winners from the night were Nikki Haley, Chris Christie, and everyone who decided not to watch. Last night was the 4th Republican debate. At this point, it's kind of like Indiana Jones movies. The 3 was enough. You know what I'm saying? Once again, the debate was kind of crazy. People are saying it was pretty controversial when Vivek Ramaswamy held up a sign that said, Nikki equals corrupt. I don't think that's controversial. I think it would be really controversial if we held up a sign that said hot dog equals sandwich. I mean, because people are that is not, hot dog is a hot dog. Meanwhile, Chris Christie came out swinging and went after Ramaswamy, and he really didn't pull back. Watch this for it.
I do this at every debate. I've been saying no, don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you. This is the fourth debate that you would be voted in the first 20 minutes as the most obnoxious blowhard in America. So shut up for a
It is clear Ramaswamy isn't well liked after he attacked Christie. The moderators were like, Governor Christie, you have 2 hours to respond. Another point during the debate, Chris Christie said the other candidates were afraid to mention Trump and treat him like Voldemort, he who must not be named. And that got me thinking, there's actually a lot of similarity between Republicans and Harry Potter.
Boy, here we go. What's up, Tree? Well, let me guess. You're going to show like a bunch of side-by-side photos of Republicans and then Harry Potter, like the characters that they look like.
Yeah, that was the plan.
But I know exactly how this will go. So first, you'll show a picture of Harry Potter, and then you'll say, he looks like House Speaker Mike Johnson. And then after that, you'll show a picture of, I don't know, probably Draco Malfoy, and you'll say, he looks like Eric Trump. And then finally, after that, you'll show
Our next guest is
It's Michael's big holiday sale. Deck your house for less and get up to 50% off. From
Julia Roberts. What is the hardest drug you've ever tried?
Kids don't try it at home.
Yeah, right.
Julia Roberts reveals the hardest drug she's ever taken.
I'm going to be thinking about it all day.
The Pretty Woman star stopped by Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen on Thursday and played Plead the Fifth, a game where the guests have to answer at least 2 out of the 3 questions and can only plead the fifth on 1.
I should have been more prepared for this.
But Julia, she didn't hold back.
Julia Roberts. What is the hardest drug you've ever tried?
Mushroom.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Positive experience?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Not gonna lie. Kids don't try it at home.
Yeah, right.
Have you
But
had
it's
his
not
razor,
the
AJ?
RPG Julia
No.
spilled.
It's pretty crazy.
When Andy asked if she regretted passing up any roles of her movie.
You better get them too on that. I don't touch your shit.
I haven't touched it.
He said he ain't touch you. So evidently have been bad. He's asleep. I don't know why they do this.
Don't blame it on me. I didn't do it. Don't even blame it on me. I didn't do it.
Why is that bullshit? Being careless, dude. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that. Shit. Time. I damn took your goddamn shit. Look at me. The sun is part of it. Ooh. But I ain't goddamn took.
A source.
So now to us. It's a stool.
Yeah, sometimes I didn't mean to leave y'all. I had to use the bathroom. I know nobody ain't even. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, that was me. I thought somebody had commented. That was me. Make sure y'all hit the like button when you come in.
I'm about to ask my dad for some financial advice. If this makes you as uncomfortable as me, skip this.
This morning on Consumer Confidential, we are looking into the future. Actually, we're not. LinkedIn is out with its annual list of big ideas. It's their predictions for what to expect in the workplace and job climate in the new year. And here to walk us through it, one of our favorite guests, editor-in-chief at LinkedIn, Mr. Dan Roth. How are you, sir?
Good morning. Good morning.
So, other than looking into a magic crystal ball, how did LinkedIn go about coming up with this year's list?
We ask our community, every year we do this, we ask the community what are the big trends, topics they expect to see in 2024 in their areas. And it's always super interesting. We check back to make sure we actually do a good job. So last year, 2023, 61% of our predictions ended up being true.
Wow.
So that's good, even though it was a crazy, crazy year. So I'm hoping for even better in 2024.
You could do better. So let's start before the job market, college.
Yeah.
With LinkedIn, you guys are saying, forget about saving up for college. What do you
Yeah, I think 2024 is the year that people stop saving for college. Basically, yeah, this is going to be there is a break that happens where people just say, I'm not going to college. It goes from being a sure thing, you're a high school student, you go to college, to saying it's an individual choice. 40 million Americans are starting to pay for their student loan payments again. It now takes 15 years for the average bachelor degree holder to see financial gain on their degree. And it's just a question of, is it worth it? And employers are making this easy. Something like 20% almost 20% now of all the job listings don't require a college degree on LinkedIn.
Wow.
That's up from 15% 2 years ago. So this is moving up really fast. So the question is, like, if the employers aren't asking for it and if it costs so much, why am I doing it? So this year's a breaking year.
It's interesting that employers.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I think another thing, if you do go to college, they're embracing the culture right now, this creator economy, and they're actually designing classes geared towards that.
Yeah. So this is like following the money and following the demand.
My boss texted to pick up.
I want to first thank everybody for supporting me. All of you who are my fans, my followers, those of you that love me, like me, don't like me. Thank God give you the peace that you need, honestly. You guys know that. Right? I don't get on here to talk about anything. I don't get on here to gossip. This is not a gossip channel. This is a channel of truth. I am the true sister of Whitney Houston's Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown and I have the same mother and father. When he married Whitney, Whitney came into our family, and we became a family for real. Okay? And so I have been fighting for my sister for the longest time. I have been telling everybody that Whitney Houston is not a person that died of an bathtub accident or drug overdose. No, that did not happen. I know this to be 100% accurate and true. Okay? But I want to talk about this movie now. Because I just watched the movie. Yes. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Oh my God, I had to take notes throughout the whole thing. I said, what? Are you serious? And you know, to be honest with you, I have a right to my opinion, first of all, just like anybody else. So everything said in this video is what I believe, what I have seen, and what I know and witnessed of my family members. Okay? And anybody that knows Whitney Houston, really knows Whitney Houston, knows that, first of all, that movie that depicts her is not Whitney Houston. No, not the language that was coming out of that woman's mouth. And with all due respect to that actress, this is not good. I don't even know her name. I didn't even bother to look. But this is not against her at all. She's a beautiful sister, and she's a wonderful actress. And so I'm not here to talk about her personally. I'm here to talk about the things that were said and done in the movie. And I know it's not her fault. I know that. Okay? So I want to clear that, get that straight, and clear that up before anybody starts thinking anything. But, okay, here we go. First of all, when the movie came on, I want to know
I'm very attentive
to details, everything that happens in the movie. Understand the language, how things were done, who's in it, and what they focused on. And before I begin, let me say that they focused on all the little terrible things about what may have happened in Whitney's life. You understand? So that let me know that Pat Houston and Gary Houston have something, and not all, to do with this movie. You understand? And that is, I hate to say this, but that is how much Whitney is disliked by them. It shows in how they made this movie. Like, why would you do that? Why would you focus on all the little terrible things out of all the beautiful things that Whitney Houston has done in her life? There's a lot of good things that could have been shown. They didn't want to do that. See, there was a purpose behind shooting this movie. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I believe it was very sinister. Oh, yes. Indeed. First of all, it comes on with it saying Whitney, you know, in parentheses because that's what it was singing. Free, free. You understand me? Whitney, yes, she's free because she's not alive, no longer with us, she's dead. She's gone. Free. Okay, so I think
That was
in my
very
mind, that
sarcastic.
was very sarcastic.
Yes.
Very, very, very. I see the moves. I see the moves that the devil makes on you. And see, Viola, my eyes are open. Okay? And then they said, in the beginning, I got eyes on Miss Houston. They're watching her. You know, let me tell you all something. This is exactly what Pat and Gary did all of Whitney's life, basically. Her singing career. When Whitney, like I told you all before, when Whitney moved to Atlanta, she was trying to get away from her family up in New Jersey. Yes, she was. And Gary and Pat followed her to Atlanta. I didn't understand Whitney then. Like I said, when she used to cuss out Pat, she used to cuss, I'm talking about seriously cuss Pat Houston out. And Pat, you don't need to carry her name. No, Gary is a Garland. Yes, he doesn't have the same father as Whitney. And the way it is looking, I don't believe they have the same mother either. So there is nothing there, Pat. Why are you and Gary carrying Whitney Houston's name? Why? Why did you change your name to Houston? Everything is showing you now why you all did that. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. Whitney's death is a premeditated murder. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, if there was ever a case in this country that was premeditated, that Whitney's case is. Very much so. But it comes on, the movie comes on, and it talks about, it starts with someone talking about, this is about love, the medley that Whitney was doing. We're gonna do a medley for you, and it's about love. The things we do to get it, and the things we do to keep it. Really? Okay. And see, that was to me, that was sarcasm too. And then it goes on with Sissy teaching Whitney. And I want to say this to you guys. I want to say this. I do not believe it was Whitney's idea to become a singer. No. I think that her life was planned out beforehand. And she was basically not physically forced, but in a very scheming way, forced to say that I wanted to sing. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I believe she was guided that way. Because there was only one purpose for her. There was only one. I had always been told this, but I didn't believe it. When another Houston opened my eyes to this and told me. Mm-hmm. But I see everything now, very clearly. And Sissy was teaching her, Mama Sissy was teaching her, saying, you wanted this, Whitney. Because Whitney was saying, I quit. When she felt that her mom was being hard on her, right? So in the beginning of the movie, it shows Sissy pushing her. And Sissy says, you gave that up when you told me you wanted to do this. I don't believe that. And why are they focusing on that? You guys think. Please think. Use your mind. Why are they focusing on that? Why was that so important to be said in the movie? Out of everything else that could have been said or could have been done. I watched this movie very carefully. Mm-hmm. You gave up that when you told me you wanted to do this. You're going to honor your commitment to this. Your idea. So you see it through. I don't believe that. I don't believe that is Whitney's idea. And just for the record, Whitney Houston did not even want to sing anymore. She wanted to sing gospel. Yes, she did. That's what she wanted to do. She was tired of her family. I'm gonna say this. Yes, she was. She was tired of them because she knew why she was there. Mm-hmm. Whitney knew. She knew that there was no love there. She knew that. I used to wonder why we got such expensive gifts during Christmas time. But she would not give her family expensive gifts during Christmas time. You know, I would always say, no, nothing. I don't celebrate Christmas. But Bobby and Whitney gave us $5,000 checks. Louis Vuitton this or Gucci this or, yeah, those are the gifts that we got. Why? And to the producer, Matt Jackson, I don't know you, but and this is not a message for you because I'm sure that you only went by what you was told by Pat. Okay, I'm very sure of that. But Pat was dissing everybody throughout this movie. Oh, yes, she was. She even dissed Mama. She dissed Mama Sissy, Papa John, Michael Houston. You see how? And I'll get to that part. She focused on showing how Whitney was with Robin, and all of that stuff was not true. There was no love like that there with Robin and Whitney. Come on. Let's keep things real. Why are you trying to make Whitney look bad? Why? There was so much more you could have talked about in this movie. But you didn't want to do that. That was too much like right. And then you had the nerve. You had the people that you chose to be Whitney and Robin and Bobby. And then when I seen the person playing you, Pat, you must feel bad about the way you look. I mean, I'm just going to keep things real. Because God knows that that woman didn't look nothing, nowhere nearly like you. Just like everybody else didn't look nowhere nearly like Bobby, Robin, or Whitney. You understand? So I don't understand why you did that, but I do. I know what you're doing, Pat. But you're trying to make people upset. That's what you're trying to do. But you can't do that. You don't even know how you made yourself look. Because if anybody is paying attention, now they will see how much you hated Whitney. Did somebody say, get the lip like a Jesus.
Now a pair of living legends, the dynamic duo of Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin.
We're so happy because they are back for a fourth season of their hit Netflix series, Grace and Frankie. Frankie comes home after spending some time out of town and starts to wonder,
There she is! Oh, the famous Frankie. I feel like I know you already. Can I get the real hug? Or is that weird?
Okay, let's not.
Yes, we do.
It's a good thing I'm not allergic to rhinestones.
yes, ladies, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. And actually, Jane said it was okay. You had a little something removed on your.
I had a little cancer. Yeah.
But you're great. You're good.
Yeah.
You're ready to rock.
Yeah.
So I was saying to Hoda, it's a good thing that this season focuses on female friendship and some of these other safer issues, because the last time you were here, we were talking about your business venture on the show.
Remember that?
And we had to bleep the whole segment.
Yes.
No, you're kidding. No, remember? We're still doing that this season.
You're still doing it on the side?
Oh, it's the center, front and center, and in between.
We persist.
We do persist. Glad the business is going well.
What's fun about this show is it is about female friendships, the highs and the lows. You talk about jealousies and things. But do you guys find in real life, like as we get older, that female friendships get better, they're easier to manage and maintain?
And far more important, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's the center of my life. I don't know what I'd do without her. In real life, off camera.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, I'm going to be leaving soon. What about for you, Lily?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I know how important it is. And we did a whole thing about female friendship, and Miss Fonda did read more than I did, but she talked very much about.
We did a TED in the TED Talk. We did.
right?
Yeah. And we're a dog and pony show. I brought her to, she's from Detroit. So we went to Michigan together to work for One Fair Wage with an organization called Restaurant Opportunity Centers United.
Oh, yeah.
We traveled all over, huh?
Then you do a video as well.
We did. Yes,
Because
we
a lot of servers face harassment.
Yeah.
And you guys are drawing attention
And
to it.
guess what? Governor Cuomo has announced that he's going to bring One Fair Wage to New York State. And if he can do that, that's going to be a huge win for restaurant workers and for the Time's Up movement. Because the states that have One Fair Wage, sexual assault and abuse is cut in half.
Well, we know you both as activists, and you've obviously decided that this is an issue you care a lot about. But I was thinking, if you go back to 9 to 5, which is one of my favorite movies,
We've been at it a long
you've
time.
been at it
Yes.
a long
Yes.
time. And so then how does it feel now to be in this moment
Mhm.
where it feels like we're at a cusp of a
Tipping
real
point.
change?
Yes, totally. This is a real movement, not just a moment. It's historic, and we're part of it. We're proud to say, right?
Do you feel the same
Change
way?
it up. Come on.
I am proud. I'm so enwrapped in your speech, you are, that I can't even offer anything.
Well, it's going you guys are real friends on and off camera, right? Sometimes.
How long have you two known each other?
50
Oh
years.
my God.
Long time.
I thought before your first
95.
facelift.
Yeah.